Y'all, I swear, the more I hear about this case, the more I do not believe this beautiful young lady took her life, and I'm going to continue to speak about it until her family gets the answers regarding her death that they deserve. Correct answers, that is. This story doesn't sit well with me at all. So I shared yesterday a video about 19-year-old Brianna Aguilar pictured here. She was a student at Texas A&M University, but she was in the city of Austin, Texas on Friday, and that was because the University of Texas played her college, Texas A&M, that day. She had been at a tailgate party hours before she was discovered deceased outside an apartment complex early on Saturday morning at around 1 a.m. Her mom is speaking out about some things to news outlets and on social media that she still finds to be odd about her daughter's final moments and some things in her death that just don't make sense. First, her mom Stephanie reported that Brianna's phone was on Do Not Disturb mode the night of her death, which was very strange for her phone to be on that. According to reports, Stephanie, the mother, had been trying to contact her daughter for hours before she found out she had died. She stated to news outlets that what was weird and skeptical to her was the fact that her phone was on Do Not Disturb. She stated they always had this agreement or rule that if Brianna was going to go out, she had to leave her phone on location on, and that Brianna had to at least answer her mom's text messages briefly just to at least let her know she was okay. But Stephanie said that stopped happening that night at around 6 p.m. and that was not at all like her daughter. So, reportedly, her mother called the Austin Police Department after she was not able to get in touch with her daughter, and of course, she was told by them that they couldn't file a missing persons report because it had not been 24 hours. Now, listen to this. This makes me irate. She said her daughter's phone was pinging by a creek. A creek. But Austin police told her that they could not check the scene for her. You can't do a favor for a worried mom and simply ride by and check out a creek where her daughter, who isn't even from that town, is at. You have got to be kidding me, Austin Police Department. Stephanie, her mom, said that worried and scared her the most because of all the murders that have been coming out of Austin lately and the fact that several dead bodies had been found near creeks or in creeks lately. And she's so right. I've done reports on it. Reportedly, her daughter's phone was still in that same location on Saturday morning. It wasn't with her. Her daughter's body was eventually found by a passerby later, and police did not call Stephanie, the mother, until 4 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. And that was to let her know her baby's body was in the morgue. Absolutely unreal. She was positively identified through fingerprint analysis. Stephanie, the mother, has since insisted that her daughter Brianna was killed after authorities told the family that the death was either accidental or suicide. Her mom wrote in social media posts that this was not an accident, that someone killed her daughter. And this gave that big group of friends she was with time to come up with the same story, and I totally agree with the mom. She said her daughter would not have jumped 17 stories from a building, and to label her daughter's death as suicide is insane. She said her daughter loved her life. She was excited to graduate college and then head to law school. I believe I read somewhere or saw somewhere that she had just recently gotten accepted into law school. She was so excited to be a lawyer and was in no way suicidal. Police told Stephanie that her daughter's autopsy was done on Sunday, but I don't believe the results for that are back just yet. Reportedly, on Monday, so yesterday, December 1st, her family traveled from their hometown of Laredo, Texas to Austin to meet with the lead investigator with Brianna's case. Stephanie says she asked and demanded for a different detective to take her case over, but they said no. She said she was even told the police department's geometric system was broken and that they just eyeballed the distance where her daughter fell, which was the 18th floor down to her death. Unreal. She also said police had provided her with very little information regarding who was with her daughter when she died. And get this, police had allegedly not even gone to that apartment or questioned anyone in the building that was there, and that is insane. That's unacceptable. Stephanie said they told them, the family, that they saw a group of friends going into the apartment and they saw a group leaving the apartment, but that her daughter was not there with them. What if somebody actually placed her body where they found her to make it look like she fell? This is insane. The cops are not investigating more. Now, she said they did eventually end up interviewing the girls that were with her in the apartment, but not until a whole day later at 1 p.m. the next day, instead of actually investigating at the scene of her death when she died like they should have done. Stephanie, the mother, fully believes that one of the 15 people who were inside that apartment knows exactly what happened to her daughter. And absolutely they do. I agree. She further claimed, as I mentioned yesterday in a video, that there was a fight between another girl and her daughter and that they were all staying in the same apartment and that she had actual text messages of that, but the authorities disregarded those text messages and the fact she tried to talk to them about that. I just can't believe the lack of investigating by them. Now, police have released another statement recently, but again, they are just saying that the investigation into her death is ongoing, but not being investigated as a homicide, and that there are no indications of suspicious circumstances. Well, how do you know, Austin Police Department? It doesn't sound to me like you've done jack shit for an investigation. Excuse my language. This is just terrible, and I'm going to continue to speak on this until this family gets answers. I don't think this beautiful young lady took her life, not one bit. There's now been a GoFundMe set up to help her family during this horrible time if you're interested in donating. I feel like they need to hire a private investigator, just my thoughts. So please, if you're able, please make a donation. Please also share and repost this video to raise awareness about it and to get the word out about the lack of investigation from the Austin Police Department. My prayers are with all of her loved ones. For more updates into this case and other true crime news, make sure to follow and subscribe if you're on YouTube.